to my channel, Thriving Abundantly Trail. It's lit. This gnat just appeared as soon as I started this video. What's it gonna say? Imagine you could hear the soca playing in the back. Okay, I'm like this for real. On the inside, anyway. Welcome to my channel, my returning viewers, my thrivers, my subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in, locking in, hitting the like button, staying from the beginning to the end. Okay, tell all your friends, all your peoples. Peoples was good. Let me drink some water. Oh my goodness. Let me show myself some self-love. Let me drink some water before I tell y'all what I gotta say. Make sure y'all drinking your own water. Y'all mind your own business, okay? Not in a disrespectful way. Listen, let me be about my business type of way, okay? You saying that's like, be about your business. If somebody told me to be about your business, I'll be like, look, maybe I need to reevaluate or some shit. Maybe somebody is telling somebody like, you need to reevaluate your priorities or some shit. I don't know. But if you're new, subscribe to the channel. I post for all 12 zodiac signs every 2 weeks. I do pick a cards and general readings to tap in and hit the bell, 11 o'clock. All right, that be swell. That be in your best interest so you can see when I'm on here, okay? If you're interested in a personal, slide to my DMs and I got you. If you'd like to send me, my cash app's in the description below, okay? All right, let's talk to God. Then we're going to get Oracle the Mermaid's card. I trust y'all are doing well. It's a choice to make each and every day. Every moment of the day. Okay, let me see. God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. I want to write this down real quick. God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, thank you so much for of the highest ascendant white light. Thank you so much for sitting me down to do this stream for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus, making sure we're all protected during the stream from low vibrational, demonic, oppressive energies. And we got clear, direct, concise messages. Much appreciation. Thank you for the clarity and the clear visuals, Lord. Excuse me. But you know, that mind your business, like maybe somebody really got an issue with that. Maybe somebody really got an issue with minding the business. I don't know. Okay, whoever's trying to fuck with my solar plexus chakra, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. All right. Any hexing, vexing, hoodoo, voodoo, being trying to be thrown at me or projected towards me, I return that shit back to sender. Yeah, that shit knock y'all out your shoes. Make one card on the table for Cancer, Summer, Rise of Venus. Top half of July. Happy birthday, Cancer. Okay. It's y'all season. Happy birthday to Cancer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday season. It's your birthday. Okay. My fault, it seemed a little lackluster. All right, this is for Cancer, top half of July 2025. There's like 5 people commenting and there's 1 likes. I'm in confusion, but I'm not gonna pay y'all no mind. Talk amongst yourselves. This is for Cancer. Summarizing in this top half of July 2025. Any black magic being projected towards me, please return that shit back to sender. Thank you, God. May all the things that these folks have envisioned and chants and all that, that's for them. This for Cancer, Sun, Rise of Venus. I was going to say sensitive. I really got this sign in front of me. It says, it's easy to open your mouth and say something negative. Do something challenging. So I guess these folks be taking the easy route, but I don't know. I think whatever I say is a resonates. But where it says something at, I feel like I saw the word sensitive. Sensitive could be a good or a bad thing, okay? It depends. And it depends on what you're talking about. Cancer is known for being a sensitive sign, just like the other water signs too. But, you know, a lot of people feel like sensitivity is like, oh, that's a weakness. You just start crying or some shit. But that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. It could be like sensitive to like aware, like awareness of energies, awareness of like shifts, maybe tone of voices and body language and sensitivity like that. Okay. Then I'm looking at minding their business, and then I was thinking about like mind reading. Okay, so I don't know. Let me get one card on the table for Cancer. Make sure y'all clearing y'all energy. Y'all know where y'all start, where y'all end at, and where other people start and where other people end at. Because sometimes if other people approach you, especially if it's with some bullshit, you don't even have to step into what they talking about, because you're like, I'm not even involved. I'm not even involved in that. You trying to, you know what I'm saying? I don't start or end in none of what you're talking about. But let me get one card on the table for Cancer. Freedom wanted to pop out. Let me get one card on the table for Cancer. Top half of July. All interference cease. Okay. Oh, y'all niggas been doing this shit for a long time. So what? I guess I'm gonna just say this. It popped out. 33 experiments. 33 experiments. Maybe there's that's how much money. That's how much. Yo, whoever's trying to fuck my throat chakra, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, bitch. Please. Leave me alone. All beauty magic, I return this shit back to you. Okay, get your life. Okay, so who's this for Cancer? Experiments, manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge, arrogance. So you doing these experiments, or somebody's doing this to you? Or some shit like that. I don't know. Is it strange? But it's like is the world like, oh, let me, even like, you know how they be like clickbait, or they be or all types of other shit like that to get people's attention. It's like, is that what all the world's about? The world? I don't know. I'm looking at these experiments. I don't know. I'm in America. But I was gonna say, like, let's see how people react to this. Like, what? Is that the whole thing? Like, let's see how people react to this. It's like, shut up. Don't you want to see the real reaction? Like, from real shit, real life. I was gonna say real lift. I don't know, maybe somebody drive Uber or Lyft. But I'm saying like real reactions, like instead of trying to manufacture some shit. Let me see how this person acting. Shit, like, I think that shit is lame. Okay. Anywho, at the bottom of the deck, 2772. It says adrift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. So you would be Cancer. I would be like, I don't got Cancer in my chart. I lied. I had to look at it again. I do got Cancer in my chart. It's like in my 4th house or something like that. And I got a brother that's a Cancer. But I say that to say, with these experiments, okay, and this adrift, letting go, I mean, look how she's floating on the water. It's like when you're floating on the water, you're not fighting. You one with the water. You're not fighting with nothing. You're not even fighting to swim. And it also made me think about like with spirit carrying you, God carrying you, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge. So you're supposed to be doing these experiments, but you could have gave it to God. So God's fighting your battles. I seen this short with Muhammad Ali. And he was like, before he fought somebody, I don't remember who it was, Liston? I don't know. He fought somebody. Or maybe, I don't know. He was fighting somebody, right? He knew that he had to, he knew he had matches where he did not pray as much as he did for a particular match, and he lost. And he said, for that particular match, he prayed like 5 times a day or something like that. And he was like, he was fighting like for God, like he's fighting for God, like, you know, he's Muslim. So he said Allah, but whatever your higher force, okay? So he was saying that like with God in him, with Allah in him, with God in him, like, oh yeah, my brother's Muslim, he's Cancer. But anyway, with God in him, I don't know, look, listen, people say what they are, but anyway, look, whatever. With God in him, He knew that he could not be beat. He just knew that. So anyway, maybe it's like the same thing. So I don't know. You could be like trusting God. You could still be making moves, like having motion, but you really like letting God like take care of your enemies. The unexplainable, the shit that that serenity prayer. Show me the serenity to let's look it up. Let's not act like I can look it up right quick. It's not even that long. This song is called Where's the Love? Okay, by Black Eyed Peas. People hurting, people crying, if you practice what you preach and then turn the other cheek. Father, Father, come and help us. Need some guidance from above. These people got me questioning, where is the love? Okay, so serenity, look at the meaning. Well, the meaning, it says, the state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled. I like that shit. I think I'm talking about that song that I don't know. It's not an old nigga spiritual, but it's a church song. Bridge over troubled waters, like a bridge over troubled waters. God laid me down, or something like that. I feel it, Londa. That's the reason why sometimes. Okay, look. Let me see. Okay, ask for serenity to accept what cannot be changed, the courage to change what can be changed, and the wisdom to know the difference. So you're not trying to control other people. You're controlling yourself. All right? Whoever's doing whatever hocus pocus y'all doing, can you go a little bit to the right? For me, please. All right, I'm going to get some karma cards. This is for Cancer, summarize events. I appreciate y'all tuning in, though, interacting with the channel. So let me get a house planet and sign card. Top half for July for Cancer. July to me. No, let's not saying that. Okay, so whatever. This for Cancer. Top half for July. Cancer, top half. So these folks doing these experiments and shit. They could be trying to mess with your chakras. They could be having some voodoo dolls and shit. My nigga, take out whatever I say is a resonate. It's for Cancer. He said, this Akon, it sound like he said, believe me when I say she got the whole place floating. I don't think I read this song before. All right, let me get a house and a planet card for Cancer. Top half of July. Let me get a house and a planet. You know what I mean? Let me get a planet card for Cancer, Sun, and Rise of Venus. Top half of July. All right, let me get a planet card for Cancer. Let me get a planet card. Clear any interference with these cards. Let me get a planet card for Cancer. Any evil eyes? Like, I don't know, folks. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can't control y'all. Can't control your eyes. But returning back to Sunday. Let me get a planet card for Cancer. Sun, Rise, Venus. He said something about took me by surprise. Maybe he took somebody by surprise.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe not. Maybe somebody took you by surprise. All right, this is for Cancer. Let me get a planet card for Cancer. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Let me get a planet card for the Cancer. So, what's the experiments? I don't know. Somebody trying to do something that's not natural, though. And they're trying to see how you act, how you respond to it. It's kind of like, I don't know. These folks might be, you know what I'm saying? They're dangerous. Because they could be looking at you like you're not even a human being. Okay? I don't know who this is. But, whatever. take whatever I say as a resonance, but I'm just thinking about how people do experiments. Like, oh, I'm just curious. You know what I'm saying? Let me just, I see this anthill. Let me just get a magnifying glass. Let me see what happened when I put it when I put it in front of the sun and shit. Y'all don't do that at home. Okay, don't do that in your yard, whatever. Y'all over 18, so y'all probably might have did that before when y'all was young. Have I done that? I may have. Maybe not with a magnifying glass, maybe something else that like magnified or some shit. But you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't go out my way to intentionally do that now. But anyway, this is for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rise of Venus. Okay. But that says something about somebody not trying to treat you as a human being. These experiments, you see how this looks? This looks like two different energies. This kind of reminds me of like a Dementor from the Harry Potter movies, or the book. I don't really remember the movie too tough. If they really look like this, maybe I could look it up on the internet. But like even like differences, like a lot of shit be what I'm saying happening, but I like pay no mind. Like I see it, but I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? But let me see something. What am I looking for? Oh, let me see what a Dementor looks like. But I was gonna say, because I just be like, I'm not even on that wave or that frequency. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're like, okay, I'm a black woman, right? So, oh, you're a woman. So I'm looking at you through this lens of you should be like this, And it's like, I don't know what you're looking for. But if I was concerned about what you're looking at, I had to be concerned about what everybody else looking at. I'm me, like I'm myself. Oh, you are black. So it's like this and that. And you know what I'm saying? You should be treated like this, experiments and shit like that. Trying to see how you react. Bitch, how would you react? How would you react if people was doing you how you trying to do somebody else? Okay. So I don't know. But this do look like a Dementor though, for real. I looked it up. It do look like a dark figure. This looks like two different energies. So then you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. It's making me feel a little bit like other beings, okay? It's not human beings doing this shit. It's like demonic. You know what? In the beginning, I'd be like, praying against demonic, oppressive beings. That's what it makes me feel like. And I was gonna say something about like reptilian, okay? Take whatever I say as it resonates, or maybe some MK Ultra shit, or some shit like that. But anyway, this is what came out. Fourth house. As you did in the past, your home base or your family, do what makes you feel secure. I don't know, I got some like twerk song in my head. I don't know, do what makes you feel secure. It was like some New Orleans bounce music in my head. But I don't got no specific song. But anyway, it's a Beyonce joint. What's the name? What's the person's name? I don't know, but anyway, Cancer. What makes you feel secure? Support your home base or family. Okay, what makes you feel secure? I don't know, man. Let me drink some water. Let me drink some water. Whatever this is, folks could have been doing this since you was young. Your home, like your security or something like that. Your inner, maybe like your inner nervous system is like, maybe it wasn't really that supported or some shit. Take whatever I say as it resonates. Because I don't know. If people's trying to constantly pick at you and prod at you and pick at you and prod at you, nigga, what kind of support is that? This is your support right here. Letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. Because these folks are not your responsibility. But anyway, I'm looking at Scorpio. You are your own responsibility. And it's messed up. And it is what it is. It's like, oh, these folks, you didn't charge it to the game. I don't know. But you didn't, whoever's trying to fuck my throat chakra, bitch, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Step. Okay, but whoever, let me see some. Whoever's trying to fuck my third eye and my crown chakra, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Let me drink some more water. Goodness. what they say, what happened to you is not your fault. However, healing is your responsibility. Okay. Anywho, the extraordinary power of prayer. So somebody could have found some prayer. Maybe they got a prayer life. They talk to God. They talk to Jesus. They talk to a higher power, a higher force. Okay, this is the extraordinary power of prayer. The highest and lowest aspects of, and I want to say, tell them that is human nature. I feel like highest and lowest aspects of human nature. It says control the situation. And what else? Purification to resurrect, the secrets of, resulting from the power of. So you purifying yourself, you resurrecting. It just makes me feel like, you could have had a situation was like, it could have been real crazy, but it's like, but did you die? No, you didn't. And then the way I said that though, like, I don't know what somebody's trying to, but you did not, my nigga. So what happened? This prayer is purifying you, is giving you power to resurrect, okay? Because Jesus already died. Why we gotta do? Anyway, Pluto is Scorpio energy. Okay, I said Jesus already died, nigga. Why we? Anyway, look. The need for control of, an obsession with, a power struggle. Someone could have an obsession. I think about that cat song, I'm addicted to you, Ryan Leslie. Anyway, resurrect, get to the heart of, do or die, you must. Do or die, you must. Jesus Christ. And then with these experiments, it's making me feel like some Hunger Games type shit. Okay, so whatever. That's cute. Music is crazy. Okay, so I did a pre-shuffle. I'm looking at Judgment at the bottom of the deck. When I split the deck, I'm looking at the Ten of Swords. Something's quiet. Something's extra over. It's extra over. I'm looking at Judgment and the Ten of Swords. All right, whoever's trying to fuck my throat chakra, bitch, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You should either be in bed or I guess getting out of bed, but you should just leave me alone. Okay, so what is this? I want to look something up right quick. Judgment, it made me feel like Judgment Day, but it says renewal, rebirth of plans, forgiveness, improvement. Okay, so whatever. Let me get 3 cards on the table. I feel like since you walked away from some folks, they're having judgment called on them. And it could have been all family. Okay. I'm looking at the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Let me get 3 cards on the table for Cancer. Summarize Venus. Top half of July 2025. Okay, so somebody's obsessed. Okay, they could be paying attention to you and shit like that. Because you on fire. This girl is on fire. Or this guy. This is the Queen of Wands that came out. All right, fire energy. Queen of Wands. I noticed this like maybe a couple of readings ago, but she's in a flame itself. She's in like a fire in a flame itself. It looked like a little it looks like a little beanbag chair or something like that, but it's really fire though for her. And she's got fire in her hands. Okay. And then I was gonna say hot fire. I was thinking about Dylon, hot fire. But anyway, look, I'm looking at so I spit hot fire. I don't know, but my brother he be rapping stuff. And last I knew, okay, I don't know. But anyway, look, I'm looking at these candles lit. You know what I'm saying? Probably got a couple of disc records and shit. My nigga, like I give a fuck. But anyway, look, I'm looking at this Scorpio energy. All right, death and rebirth, 1331. And I think the 9 of Wands is peeking out. Okay, at the top of the deck is the Queen of Swords. This is for Cancer. All right, so you being creative. And maybe somebody wanted to be in charge of your creativity. Maybe they wanted to manage you. Or they wanted to control you outright. Okay? Something wrong with them. They wanted to dominate you. This could be somebody in your family. And the need for control of, like, what? Relax. Even some things in your own life, it's like you got to let go for a time. Don't trip yourself up. That's how I feel. But anyway, whatever. I'm looking at the Six of Cups and the Three of Cups. Somebody had a really good time with family, maybe grouping up with you, or grouping up against you or something. I say that because I'm looking at the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. At the top of the deck is the Three of Cups. I wanted to add it up together, so that's what I did. And there's 9. That's why I said somebody was happy about some shit. But I'm looking at the Four of Swords behind this Six of Cups. You invested in yourself. You healed yourself. This person is still on some Mickey Mouse Club. I think my mom used to say that. Maybe she used to say that. I don't know, but this person is still on some, I don't know, my nigga, cartoons and cereal. Now, don't get me wrong. I like some good cartoons and cereal. You know what I'm saying? But, in their every day, every hour, every minute, every second of their lives. Or something like that. This person they could have been getting a lot of support from the family to act how they was acting. Okay? And maybe that's what you could have stopped dealing with this person. Anyway, this is for Cancer. And take whatever I say as it resonates. Let me get 2 cards on the table. That's for somebody, because all the High Priestess. Let me get 2 cards on the table for Cancer. So somebody could feel like, oh, this spiritualist, this spiritualist in the family, they're bringing towers and shit. Look what they're doing. They're doing some fuck shit. But it's like you could not be doing no fuck shit. They could really be projecting. They could be doing fuck shit for real. 7 of Swords. My auntie, right? She's not here. She's not here with us. I feel like they took her out too. You know what I'm saying? They went one by one. You know what I'm saying? You think this is crazy, but anyway, this is what happened, right? My auntie, she's not a Cancer. She's a Virgo, but that's irrelevant. The point is why I mentioned her. Well, she said that. She said like, oh, like they're trying to take me. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to take my life, and they did. I feel like she was some other folks in the hospital. But then why I mentioned her, though, is because she was all the way in South Carolina, right? And she was watching me. Like, I've been on the internet since, like, 2020. She was watching me. I didn't even really know. You know what I'm saying? Because she's my auntie. I didn't know she had a profile, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube, but she do. And then, but anyway, you can have people that you didn't even know was watching you. Right? And then she called me Miss Cleo. And then she would call my brother Farrakhan, because he's supposed to be Muslim, right? Then she would call me Miss Cleo and shit. I guess because like you see him on the internet. But then niggas would hit me up, and it's like when niggas had contact with me, they would hit me up like every week, every other day and shit like that. And it's like, you see me, I'm doing shit. Like, what's wrong with you? And it's not really to talk about nothing. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know if folks in the background, they get what I'm saying, like folks was watching me, I didn't even know it. But I wasn't even thinking about it, but it's like, whatever, nigga, I'm doing my life. I'm living my life. Anyway, this is for Cancer. Let me get 2 cards for Cancer. But this is this Queen of Wands energy, though. Like, folks could have been watching you, or you putting on, you performing. Because I'm looking at this wand in their hand. And you know how maybe somebody was like in a band or something like that. But you know how like those folks that be in the front and they be having them, you know what I'm talking about? And they be in the front and shit. You could be like that, but that could be with your own life. And maybe, I don't know. Let me see something. These folks doing their hocus pocus, and for what? What's their problem? Everything that you want, you could get it from God. What's your problem, man? You don't have to do this. Nah. All right? I'm looking at the Strength card and the Magician. But you know what I'm saying? You got to be strong within yourself, I suppose. And, look within. Even though this is not the Hermit card, but to me, the Strength card trumps the Devil. And it's like creating, using what you got and creating. Whatever. Let me keep going. All right. And look, the Hermit, Virgo energy. I just mentioned Hermit. And the Magician. And then you create from there. But somebody, they don't got no within space. Within, Like, I don't know. This could be somebody like they don't like to be alone. They don't like to be by themselves. And if they are alone or if they are by themselves, then they feel empty. They feel like they feel like by myself. Don't wanna be okay. But it's like you supposed to cultivate that inner world. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Cultivate that inner world and you know what I'm saying, that inner peace. And especially if nobody I seen startup. Especially if nobody started that up for you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get no love, no love. I was about to sing that song, Young Love by Chris Brown. So maybe somebody, I don't know. Either their parents, their caretakers, got them like this, or maybe like a young love or something like that. Some type of ending got somebody. Maybe this is the person obsessed with you. But anyway, let me get 2 cards on the table. I'm looking at support, and then I was thinking about like teeth. I was thinking about teeth, like toothpaste or a filling or something. Nigga, I don't know. But anyway, I'm looking at the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, work. That's what I'm saying. Like whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, I'm looking at Judgment. So people really could be looking at you like, oh, look at the spiritualist in the family or something. Whatever it is he's supposed to be talking about, they don't never run it by you. But anyway, spiritualist, something about your work, okay? It's got them in judgment, or they was judging you. I'm looking at the 6 of Pentacles at the top of the deck. Okay, this folks could have been paying people to come on your job and cause a whole lot of bullshit. With this Strength card right here. But I was gonna say something else. Oh, to having people come on your job to judge you, to hate you, like hate crimes and shit like that. Or you know what I'm saying? Something like that. They could have paid people to do that. And God seen them. All because they sad because somebody had them. I'm looking at the 10 of Wands. Okay, hitting the old dusty trail. 10 of Wands. Okay. Overload, overload, overload. It's too heavy for me. It's too heavy for me. I want Superman won't save me, but will somebody grab my hand? It's too heavy for me. I think that's the words, but I'm Frank Ocean, overload. 10 of Wands. Yeah, somebody feel like your work is burdening to them, so they gotta, you know what I'm saying? They gotta pounce and shit. But anyway, I'm looking at the Ace of Cups in my hand, you know what I'm saying? Ace of Cups. And then I'm looking at the 10 of Cups. Y'all niggas better leave me alone. Okay, Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups. They're like, oh, this person got way too much happiness. You took your happiness and packed it up. This love that God got for you and that you got for yourself, okay? Any black magic being projected towards me, please return it back. The sundial. Okay, look, I'm looking at the 5 of Cups at the top of the deck. Somebody's sad. This could be somebody in your family. Because I'm looking at the 10 of Cups. I showed it to y'all. And then I'm looking at the 2 of Swords. Which way do I go? What do I do? Which way do I go? Energy. You go to the Lord, man. You go to the man in the mirror. And that's not to say that, you know, when people say like, I am God, it's like, you know what I'm saying? People start acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? They don't, I don't know, they don't be responsible and shit. This for King, okay? All right, some of this Queen of Wands. Clarity interference with these cards. Let me, we already been here 40 minutes. Is that the reading? Let's clarify. We don't have to take all day. But some of the Wands for Cancer. Top half of July 2025. Clarity interference with these cards, will you please? Stones may break. So this is BDSM by Rihanna. So somebody could be into some shit like that. Look at this coven, 3 of Cups. This group, what the fuck they want? I'm looking at the Three of Wands. Three of Cups, Three of Wands. Take whatever I say as it resonates, but with this Queen of Wands, from what I understand about like people that's disordered, possessed, something wrong with them. Get to the heart of, no, that's not what I was trying to read. This power struggle, this Pluto energy, somebody be like, oh, I see this person in their power. They're self-confident or self-motivated or whatever. They depend on themselves. They're not even looking around. They'll be having a good time creating and shit like that. Being of their father, the creator, okay? And they want to do experiments to take you down a notch or some shit like that. Like, instead of picking somebody their own size, and I don't even mean like what? Usually when they say pick on somebody your own size, like that person's weaker than you. I feel like you just don't have the same focus on shit. This could be folks trying to mess you up, trying to destroy what you got going on. And it's like, what? I'm just, let me make some shit so you could fuck it up, okay? You trying to fuck some shit up? Whatever, my nigga. I'm creating, my nigga. You do what you feel like you think you could do. But I don't know, but it's for Cancer. Yeah, I'm looking at the Six of Pentacles. This could be paying people for wands to affect your house. I'm looking at the Page of Cups. These would be folks that's immature. That they in timeout. You could have moved away from these folks. Some of this Queen of Wands. Yeah, you yourself, your lifestyle is a Tower moment for these people. I'm looking at Tower, but really I meant Judgment, okay? I'm looking at the Five of Cups. Don't mind me, I'm all right. Well, what happened? Somebody's confused. I'm looking at the Seven of Cups. They're trying to figure out some shit, okay? And all these cups and these emotions with this Tower, I feel like this person is not being emotionally intelligent. I feel like this person, give me a second, man. Whatever this person got going on, you know what I'm saying? You said, look, listen, you got to carry your own burdens. And maybe your work, whatever it is that you do, maybe that helps people unburden themselves or some shit like that. And if these are people on some still kill, destroy, they could be on some shit like they don't want people to heal. Like, I got a cousin that's a Cancer, Leo, cusp. And when this whole was my friend or whatever on Instagram, what did it say, friends or followers, whatever, and I would be posting like positive memes and positive quotes and shit. And she told me like in person, she was like, oh, I don't like when you post that shit. And you know what? A lot of times when people talk, I take them as a joke. Like, what? Like, I don't take them serious. Like, what? I don't really take them serious. But you know what I'm saying? But at the same time though, like I pay attention. But at that time when she told me that, I was just like, you know, or maybe I was on that freezer flight mode, like frozen. Like, what? You really that concerned about some shit I'm doing? Like, what? It really grinds your gears that bad? It's weird and it's strange. And these folks is if you ask me, okay, they let their demons get the best of them, and that's me being very kind, okay. But some of this Queen and Three Swords, some of this Queen Wands. I'm looking at the Hangsman. So maybe you I was gonna have you at a setback for a major comeback. I don't know, but maybe something was delayed for you. But you this gave you an opportunity to get closer to God and to heal. Four of Swords. And now you moving forward, the Chariot. Cancer energy, you feeling like yourself. You know, Cancer is a cardinal sign. And cardinal signs are like, they take the initiative, okay? Some of this Eight of Pentacles. What the hell is this? Nobody told you to come on. Nobody told you. You know what I'm saying? I had that shit on. I had that video on repeat. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what these folks be doing. I'm feeling like trickster spirits and shit. Okay. What is this? Talking about this Eight of Pentacles for Cancer. I was gonna say your work. Something about your work. Talking about the seven. Whoever's trying to fuck my throat chakra, bitch, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Trying to fuck my third eye, my crown chakra. Wake up. Wake up. What are you doing? When you grew up and you was a little child, and you was, when I grew up, I'm gonna be doing fuck shit on the internet. Did you say that to yourself? I doubt it. Okay? So don't think back to what you was thinking about. Okay? You could have been like, oh, I'm trying to be a major sports player or some shit like that. Maybe you can't do that. Nigga, maybe you gotta do something else. But whatever you're doing, it ain't it. I'm looking at the Four of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Okay, talking about this Eight of Pentacles. I'm just looking at her back. Her back is what's being shown. Because she's at work. Okay? That means blinders on. That means focus. And somebody could have been trying to take your focus, put it on them or some shit. Excuse me. This could be somebody in your family, okay? You could be like the spiritualist earth angel in your family. But I feel like they don't give you no respect, no credit or some shit. I'm feeling like Rodney Dangerfield. All right, that's the truth. Ace of Swords. What is this? Nine of Wands and the Chariot. The Chariot's out here again. Like, look, listen, I don't give a fuck who you are. Who are you supposed to be to me? I'm thinking about some raisin bread or something like that. You know, I said that in another reading, and then I had some raisin bagels and shit that I got that same day or some shit. I didn't even know I was going to because I was trying to get some other bagels. Anyway, y'all didn't ask me nothing. I'm looking at the Chariot and the Nine of Wands, right? So you could have been like, look, I don't care who you think you're supposed to be to me. You not acting like that title. I'm moving for me. Okay? I'm doing this work for me. It could be, the work you do could be benefiting other people. So much so that they give it to you. Six of Pentacles. Okay? Whatever it is that you're doing. And then I was watching this other short with Muhammad Ali. And he was like, oh, like, I think it was, you know, segregation and shit going on. And then the interviewer was like, oh, how do you deal with folks not wanting you to do this, not wanting you to do that, or some shit like that. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. But then he said something like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want, or something like, I don't know. Somebody say the suit come from the white man? Nigga, I don't know. But anyway, I don't know where I got that from. Or if I'm just saying shit, nigga, I don't know. Maybe I'm not just saying shit. But I was gonna say, he was like, if y'all had it y'all way, like I wouldn't be wearing no clothes, I wouldn't eat, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Can't really pay attention to these things. Like, niggas gotta live, okay? Niggas gotta live. I'm looking at the Hierophant. God is in it. God is in it, okay? But anyway, somebody is upset because God is in your life or something. Now, tell me the Ten of Wands for Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus. Top half of July 2025. That's what I'm saying. You leaving, you having this new beginning, it's got people in towers and shit. Nine of Pentacles. You said, look, listen, I'm walking away and I'm going to be self-sufficient. I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know. Because these folks really couldn't be acting like, oh, like we family for real. And it's like, you could be doing better without this family. The High Priestess. Look at the Ten of Cups. I mean, you could have this Ten of Cups by yourself. Or this could be, I don't know. All right? The Ten of Cups, the High Priestess. Nine of Pentacles, looking good, smelling good, everything good. It's all there. Because you could have stopped ignoring your intuition if you was ignoring it at one point in time, okay? I'm looking at the Five of Wands. I'm seeing these folks looking like crabs in a barrel. They looking like they scrounging in the barrel and shit. What's wrong with them? Trying to reach for your light. They're going to get burnt. Are they slow? And I'm looking at the King of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this could be about jealousy. Somebody feel like the way that they go about shit. This person's, I see no changes. That song was on before I even got on here. But anyway, look, the Five of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this could be you embodying this energy. You could be a man or a woman, but like your masculine and your feminine energy, you could be very emotionally intelligent and like stable, like your routine is together. You're a grown person, you're an adult, you're productive. And shit like that, and somebody is upset, they want to fight about it. Because I feel like because your house is in order, or your affairs are in order, and they could be having sleepless nights, Nine of Swords, or being really stressed out because, I don't know, something about their lifestyle, they still could destroy their lie. Seven of Swords. I mean, yeah, Seven of Swords. There's something wrong with them. All right, talking about this Nine of Pentacles for Cancer. I'm gonna wrap this up. I appreciate y'all tuning in though. Some of this, yeah, however they got their self-sufficiency, it's like they went to the devil or something. Yeah, and judgment's being called on this person, at least when it comes to being in your life or some shit like that. But this is really affecting them. It's really affecting them in the family or some shit like that. Some of this Nine of Pentacles for Cancer. Clarity and interference with these cards. All energetic attacks, give that shit right back. I'm looking at the Five of Pentacles. Then I'm looking at the Three of Wands, what somebody got to look forward to. Seven of Pentacles, what you got to look forward to is the work that you've put in. I'm looking at the Star card. I mean, what you got to look forward to, I mean, you could be in this impoverished energy, Five of Pentacles, but you're gonna, once you leave whatever situation, you'll be in this Nine of Pentacles. Something about this power struggle. It's like, what? I don't know. There's nothing to talk to nobody about. You putting that work in. You shining. These people could feel left out from what you got going on. I'm looking at the Lovers, Gemini energy. Temperance, I feel like you chose this earth angel path. You chose, I mean, you could read the Bible. And I was well, I was going to say somebody else was talking to me, but I was talking to somebody and they were saying like basically what I know to be true as well. It's like the Bible is like, it tells you if you live like this, like you're going to be living good. If you live like, and when I say living good, I mean living good on the inside, on the outside. If you move like this, like your mental is going to be straight and shit like that. And everything, a lot of things come from the mental state. I was going to say everything, but maybe there's a percentage. But I was going to say, and the Bible also tells you, like, if you live like this, your life is not going to be that great. Okay? So I don't know. Somebody needs some guidance or something. Because their emotions or their jealousy or their lack of looking at their own paper, or I don't know. Some of this Five of Pentacles. Don't tell me about nothing because I'm wrapping this up. I'm looking at Judgment and the Three of Pentacles. These people working together, okay? I feel like against you. The Lovers, maybe a lover was involved. I'm looking at the Knight of Pentacles. Man, you leaving these people in the dust. I don't think you necessarily in a rush, but you know what I'm saying? You going forward. Knight of Pentacles. And you completing your goals. And shit like that. You being creative. And these folks, I feel like they were trying to eat off you so they could have something coming in for themselves. But maybe at one point in time that was working, but it's not. Yeah, because they was doing something for too long. Or some shit like that. Judgment. Judgment. Like enough experiences or time, the Empress. Enough experiences or time to be like, oh no, this is really how you moving. So now you in trouble. You know what you're doing. Or some shit like that. Take whatever I say as it resonates. I Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you like a personal slide to my DMs, then I got you. If you like to send me, my cash is in the description box below. All right. We get one card on the table for Cancer. Top half of July 2025. Happy birthday again, though, Cancer. All right. Cancer, Sun, Rise of Venus. This is Mariah Carey. I can't get the name of the song in my head, though. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Cancer. Clear any interference. I seen Divine Guardian. Okay. All right, let me get one card on the table for Cancer. Top half of July 2025. All monitoring spirits go deaf, dumb, and blind. Flower of life. Cancer, you are entering a fertile period of your life. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest and instead allow them to do so. This is like 3 of the cards like lined up in what I just said. Entering a fertile period of your life, you're guided to think of yourself as a creative being. All right, Queen of Wands. And to surrender your control over how things will manifest. Now, I'm looking at this power struggle. Maybe this is a power struggle within yourself. Or some shit like that, okay? How is this going to happen? You're not worried about that. You are letting go. You're allowing things to unfold. Allowing them to do so. Just let it manifest, okay? Especially if you put in the work in. Now, what's it say? Don't resist change. I'm thinking about paper. I'm thinking about like how paper tastes. I'm thinking about like paper cuts, like paper, what paper can do. What the fuck? I don't know. Somebody work at a paper company? I don't know, but let me drink some more. Let's see about the water. Think about paper, like, I don't know, loose leaf or some shit. Paper cuts and shit. I don't know. But this is for Cancer. Cancer, don't resist change. Instead, go with the flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. Okay? It's lit. Now, I don't know. I was going to say somebody quinceañera. So I don't know. Maybe somebody's child. But anyway, I'm going to get a fortune. It sounds like some 90s music. You know the 90s when folks was like when there was like the Wayans Brothers days. The show, the Wayans Brothers. Anyway, Cancer, failure is a dress rehearsal for success. Okay, so don't be caught up in failing, making mistakes, okay? And that was saying, unless you do the unthinkables, I don't know. Who am I? God knows what the unthinkable is, okay? I think it's something about denying the Holy Spirit. I think that's like an absolute no-no. But anyway, Cancer, failure is a dress rehearsal. It's a dress rehearsal for success. So I like to say, fail your way to the top, okay? Here's some numbers I can use for the lottery. It can resonate with you in whatever type of way. But I was going to say, like, fail your way to the top, like, put yourself out there and shit like that. Anyway, here's some numbers, okay? 19, 54, 37, 40, 47, 21. That's the reading. The reading's done for real, but let me get one of these. Let me get one of these, though. All right, this is for Cancer. Inspiration is everywhere, Cancer. All right. Inspiration is everywhere. And what's it say? In a world full of trends, I want to remain a classic. And how you remain a classic is like being your unique self. And you know, yeah. I was gonna say, maybe there's not a lot of things that's authentic, okay? Because I feel like I even had this conversation with my dad before, like, because he would be on some, there's nothing new under the sun. And even if shit is like revamped or remade or some shit, like there was an original thought, original idea. So I don't know how far and few those are for real, but like, I don't know, just do your own thing. You might see similar shit, like, to what you're doing, but it's still, like, it's not you, though. It just made me feel like, I don't know, like, in a business, like, when you go to the supermarket, you see different types of bread. You know, there's all, raisin swirl, bagels. Like, there's more than one company that makes them. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I don't know. Somebody could be looking at you like, oh, no, I want to do some shit that you're doing. And you can't, you got to be out the way so I can do it. And it's like, nigga, do the shit. Like, shut up. Like, what are you talking about? That's not even really like, oh, I'm better. No, you're not. Because you're trying to destroy some shit. Just make your shit and stop being dumb. And mind your business. That's how I feel. But I hear some noise campaigning and shit. But anyway, I'm done for real. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Check out the other placements that's posted. Let me see what y'all was talking about. Oh, y'all was having a conversation with me. Let me see. You said they witches behind the scenes trying to steal light beams. They cannot control divine light reviving. Okay, I see you spitting. Okay, I see you put your 16 bars on there. Don't play with them. Okay. Okay, I see you. Peace out. I appreciate y'all later on. All right.